connection that goes beyond healthcare. Choose HealthSun.
In 2018, Eileen Higgins took on political insiders and won. And she got to work, building thousands of affordable housing units, protecting Biscayne Bay and empowering small businesses. At the same time, Emilio Gonzalez was accused of fraud, protected the political insiders, and allowed city departments to be weaponized against local businesses, and was forced to resign in disgrace. On December 9th, we will deliver change with Eileen Higgins as our next mayor. She'll get things done. Vote Eileen Higgins for mayor.
This is CBS News Miami.
Off the top at noon, demolition day at a Florida City strip mall more than 6 months after propane gas caused an explosion. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman. The explosion happened at a Caribbean-themed restaurant. It was scheduled to hold its grand opening that day. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez is live at the scene. And Maribel, you spoke to the owner and he was devastated by what happened.
Yeah, that's right, Naja. She was devastated. She was actually here. She left just a few minutes ago. But she said that she had to be here to be held responsible and see what exactly was happening. And as you mentioned, this happened nearly 6 months ago. And as you can see right behind me, crews are out here right now, and they're in the process of demolishing that part of the building. But just about an hour ago, we did see them removing a gas stove and some fryers to use as evidence in the investigation here at 941 West Palm Avenue, where on Saturday, May 25th, a propane gas explosion at the business at the strip mall. It was called Caribbean's Heart Restaurant. They were about to open. For months they were getting ready. The owner told us about a month before that, the propane gas company they had a contract with, which is called Flory Gas, came in to fill the tanks. And the day of the grand opening, actually just a few hours before, they came in to turn the gas on, and that's when the owner says the explosion happened.
It's very painful to watch. I mean, God gives give battles to the strongest soldiers, but it's pretty painful to watch. I wish I couldn't be here, but I have to be here because we gotta be responsible.
But in terms of my client, he has been, aside from the physical injuries that we're hoping that he'll at some point heal from, the emotional and the mental distress of both of my clients. This was their life savings. They saved everything. My client's a teacher. She saved everything to build this restaurant. And on the day of her grand opening, this explosion happened and it took everything away from her.
And you just heard from the owner as well as the attorney, who says it was one of the owners, actually the husband of the owner we just spoke with. He was the one who was injured among 10 other people, 10 business owners here at the strip mall. The owner told us she thankfully had just gone home with her children to get ready for the grand opening, and that's when the explosion occurred. So back out then right now, they're demolishing this part of the building. They will eventually have to demolish the entire building. Whether or not this will happen today or in the next couple of days, that is still to be unknown. We have reached out to the gas company, Flory Gas, and we're still waiting to hear back from comment. For now, we're live in Florida City. Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
I know both that husband and wife are looking forward to turning the chapter. Thank you, Maribel. Also in Florida City, Chrome Avenue is now clear and back open following a deadly crash overnight. Deputies say a pedestrian in a wheelchair was hit and killed by a truck. This happened on Chrome near Davis Parkway. It shut down the area for hours. The driver of the truck remained at the scene.
Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside right now, a beautiful day across South Florida, but looking ahead, we're expecting some rain. Next weather meteorologist Shane Hinton is here to show us when it's time to grab those umbrellas, Shane.
I know, and it's hard to believe it right there when you see that beautiful.
I know, it's perfect right now.
And that's why we're talking about the rain, because we don't really need to focus that much on today and tomorrow. We're in this beautiful weather pattern here in this stretch. I mean, just take a live look here from the Next Weather sphere pointed toward the airport. Beautiful blue skies, some fair weather clouds across the area and temperatures that are nice and warm. In fact, we've already hit 82 degrees in Miami right now, 79 still in Fort Lauderdale, and 81 in Homestead. This is about where we're going to be peaking for the day for Miami. I think maybe if we get a degree or two warmer, we're still thinking we're trending just warmer than average for this time of the year. Now, the radar, like we mentioned, it's pretty quiet right now. That's not why we're not focusing on it that much. We are dealing with a drier air, or at least slightly drier air, with an area of high pressure that's keeping us pretty quiet. In regard to what we can expect as we head into the next couple of hours, yes, you'll see we kind of stay in the lower 80s, then eventually we taper off into the mid 70s as we head into the early evening hours. So get outside and enjoy what Mother Nature has to offer. Now, what are we talking about in regard to changes on the way? Well, right now you're taking a look toward the Gulf, where you can see the storm system that it is pushing out toward the east. Now, this is going to drag a cold front into South Florida over the next several days. I'm going to talk about when our rain chances are going to peak and when we could maybe see some cooler weather around the corner in just a few minutes.
All right, sounds like we get a little bit of everything. Thank you, Shane. Now at noon, an emotional day in court this morning. The family of a Hollywood police officer killed in the line of duty addressed the jury in the penalty phase of the trial. Let's get right out to CBS News Miami's Joan Murray live at the courthouse where the state just rested its case. Joan.
Well, this caps a week of what has been at times very heart-wrenching testimony in the penalty phase of the Jason Benegas murder case. Now, this morning, the father, mother, and sister of slain police officer Yandy Chirino went to the witness stand to have someone read an impact statement to talk about the devastating effect of his death. The defendant, 22-year-old Jason Benegas, pleaded guilty to killing Chirino, who was shot and killed in 2021 while responding to a call about someone trying to possibly break into cars. Now, Officer Chirino died at the hospital. A court advocate read a statement from Chirino's sister, and then his girlfriend spoke.
Our family has been shattered in ways that words cannot fully express. Moments that were once joyful, birthdays, holidays, simple dinners together, now carry an emptiness that overshadows everything. The silence where his laughter used to be, the empty chair where he should still be sitting. These are constant reminders of the permanent wound inflicted on us.
Right before he encountered you, he was home with me, excited to head to work, joking, laughing, being his goofy self. I never imagined that would be the last moment I could ever share with him. This is not a pain I will move on from.
Now, the defense is expected to begin on Monday. They will focus on Benegas' age at the time. He was only 18, and also his troubled background. It takes a vote of 8 jurors out of 12 to vote for the death penalty. Reporting in Fort Lauderdale at the Broward County Courthouse, Joan Murray, CBS News, Miami.
Joan, thank you. The 25-year-old man at the center of a child porn investigation in Miami-Dade is behind bars this afternoon. Deputies killed his younger brother. It happened while they were serving a search warrant at their home earlier this week. CBS News Miami's Steve Majuri is live from outside the jail in West Miami-Dade. And Steve, he is facing a long list of charges.
That's right, Naja. Christian Barada is facing 25 different counts related to possession of child pornography, and detectives say that he gave a full confession to them after detectives got several tips about him possessing child pornography. And we're told these tips came as soon as just a few months ago.
We'll be invoking his right to silence and his right to counsel.
Christian Barada's arrest form lays out the contents of 15 different videos of children under the age of 10. Deputies say many of them were shared with other users. The details behind the charges are graphic, so we won't be sharing them with you. Family members say both Barada and his brother were TSA employees at Miami International Airport. Family members also gave us this video of the Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office serving a warrant at their home Tuesday morning. Several people were led out of the home before police say Christian's brother, 21-year-old Christopher Barada, confronted them with a gun. Deputies then shot and killed him. When we asked deputies if the man who was shot and killed was also facing charges for child pornography, they said that detail is still under investigation. But deputies added that they took several electronic devices from the home. And TSA did release a statement saying that Barada has been removed from his position and that the agency has no tolerance for criminal behavior. Barada's bond has been set at more than $87,000. He'll have to post that if he wants to get out of jail. Live in West Miami-Dade, Steve Majiri, CBS News, Miami.
Steve, thank you. New at noon, a man was arrested, accused of posing as an esthetician and injecting patients with what he claimed was Botox. During the investigation, officials found Yomit Mustafa